This is your sign from the universe. Let's see what it is. Hello, darlings. If you found this message, I encourage you to look within yourself and see if what I'm saying resonates with you. Let's see what the universe has to say. Ooh. We've got In Love With. That is a special card that comes with this, or not Oracle deck, tarot card deck, that is specific with this. What is it asking you to fall back in love with? The Hermit. The universe is asking you to fall back in love with yourself. You're starting to. You're starting to fall back in love with yourself, starting to come back to where you were. We've got the Seven of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. It's interesting. I kind of started this reading earlier. Oh, hi, Rhubarb. You're just passing through. Thanks. I started this reading earlier, but then got interrupted, and then the video didn't quite work. And so it's interesting that I'm saying the same theme coming out a second time, actually. The first time it had In Love With and the High Priestess. And now it's giving me In Love With and the Hermit. It's really calling you to fall back in love with yourself. You feel like you've been working so hard and that what you've been working on hasn't really been coming to fruition the way that you wanted it to. You feel like you're standing up here and you've kind of gotten where you wanted to be, but it's not really how you thought it would be. And it's been such a struggle. You feel like you're constantly defending what you're working on, defending your position, trying to bat other people off. And you're like, no, this is how this should happen. Um, Especially since you have put in all this really hard work to make this happen. And it's just left you kind of feeling out of sorts. You're like, man, I really thought this was going to go exactly the way I wanted it to go. I thought it was going to be perfect. I put so much hard work into this. There must be something wrong with me because it didn't go the way that I wanted it to. The universe is saying, no, that's not the case. Sometimes these things just happen. Sometimes these things are just, they go the way that they're supposed to go. And 9 times out of 10, that is not how we want them to go, right? I think we have such a feeling of wanting to control things and work so hard to control things. And that is just not how the universe works. Like, we can have ideas of what the future holds for us, but no matter what we think is going to happen, it is never going to happen exactly the way we think it is going to happen. Even psychics will tell you, they're like 80% accurate, or they saw this coming, but they didn't know exactly how the mechanism was going to work for it, right? So the universe is saying, hey, just because this didn't work out exactly like it happened, how you wanted it to, exactly how you thought it was going to, that does not mean that you are a failure. That does not mean that you have failed at doing this thing. And I think with falling in love with yourself again, when things kind of come out sideways in the deck, I feel that that is sort of, you haven't quite mastered that energy, right? You haven't quite gotten back to that energy, but you're starting to get back to that energy, right? So it's in between reverse and upright. Upright means you have it, reverse is kind of means that you're fighting against it or you don't have it, right? You're starting to realize that there's nothing you could have done to make this go perfectly. The world is not a perfect place. And so the universe is asking you to see this, what has happened, as a learning opportunity, as a way to say, hey, I've learned so much from this, and I'm going to use that to move forward in my life. And I actually am successful, even though this didn't go as perfectly as I'd hoped it would. Um, yeah, let's see what else she has to say kind of on this. Ooh, got a couple. Yeah, Sun. No, golly, this one, last time I had a bunch of cards pop out too. Eight of Swords, Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, the Fool. No, this, it is going to work out. in the end. It is going to work out. You're feeling like you don't know which way to go. You're feeling like you're kind of stuck in this energy, but you're starting to come out of that stuck feeling. And the universe is telling you, like, you need to fall back in love with yourself, come back to yourself, acknowledge what had happened, learn from those things that happened. Because when you start again, even though you don't know, you feel like you don't know which way to go with the Two of Wands here, the way that you end up going forward in the future is going to be successful. There's a new beginning starting here for you. And it's going to be one of those new beginnings where you are just finding blind luck, right? Everything is going to be working out. It is going to be a great start in all of this. So it's okay that it didn't go perfectly before. Um, you just have to learn from what happened before, move forward, and then you can take those lessons into what you do next. And with those lessons, you'll be able to create something really good, something beautiful, um, and something that's just like lucky and prosperous for you. So, all right, let's see if she has any parting thoughts for us. I don't think she does. I'm getting the sense that the cards are done. Yeah, the cards are kind of done. So, I think that's a beautiful message. I think it is about that our failures are lessons and opportunities for our future. So, I hope you move forward in this energy, knowing that the universe has your back and that you're not a failure and that you're going to move forward into something successful and something beautiful. So, I hope that this reading resonated with you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.